Interior designer Colleen O'Hara has returned to Canada. We're going to welcome her back to this great country and to Morning Live. Good to see you via Skype after, oh my gosh, how many years has it been? You were a Morning Live regular, what, 10 years ago?
10.5 years, Bob. Can you believe it?
Well, you know, and I've heard from more than a few expat Canadians during this crazy 2020 that now is the time to come home. And you've done that, and we're glad to have you back on the show.
And thank you for having me. I'm so honored to be part of CH always.
Well, you're back up and running, and actually, your first job was this beautiful residence. We're talking about home staging this morning, and
Yes.
you've been tasked to home stage this beautiful residence, and we'll show some pictures. But I want to ask you, just in general terms, I have to admit, my parents, we got them into a retirement facility this year, so we had to
Yes.
sell their home. And I always thought home staging, it was kind of like, you know, when I walk into a house, I like an empty home and visualize. But
you can do that, Bob.
Yeah.
See, you're able to do that. Not many can.
yeah, and more people are also shopping online, and that makes home staging critical, right?
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. So what is important, Bob? You're putting your house on the MLS. And let me tell you some facts here. A staged home with the photos on that MLS, your consumers, very, very wise, very informed today, will outshine an unstaged home. And doing this 5,000 square foot house, look at this video, Bob. Is this not amazing?
Well,
This is gorgeous.
it's spectacular.
And I'm so honored to be a part of this.
Yeah. When you're
the
pricing,
view-
it's per square foot, but there's different elements of this. Like there's a soft stage, or then there's a full bore staging, like you're doing here in Grimsby.
Yes, exactly, exactly. And Bob, as you can see, I mean, isn't this spectacular? The woodwork, it's so charming. It's turnkey, I would say, and it's move-in ready. It's move-in ready.
And that's
It's
what
got
people
all the
want.
Bells and whistles. It's got all the bells and whistles.
Yeah, we have some before and after pictures as well, because you work through, of course, pretty much every room.
Yes.
Now,
And Bob.
oh, look at that. Now that's a view.
Now there's a view, and that's the guest house bedroom, Bob.
Yeah, the
No,
guest
not
house.
the
Oh,
rooms.
okay. So already
Yeah.
we're out of my budget.
So no, it's not, Bob. We'll talk. We can talk about your budget. But Bob, look at that before and look at the after. It's very welcoming. I took away the darkness, the dark draperies, and look at now the view.
Opening things up and decluttering too. There is a distinction, like home staging is not decorating. There's a huge difference.
There's a huge difference because decorating is personal, staging is not. And what's important, Bob, I want our viewers to pay attention to. Staging costs less than the first price reduction of your home.
Okay,
Think
now that's a
about that.
good point, because typically that first price reduction can be anywhere, usually it's in the range of $10,000.
10 and up.
Yeah.
10 and up, Bob, and it costs far less. So I want your viewers to pay attention to that.
So you price per square foot, but again, it depends. Sometimes you'll use the client's furniture. Sometimes you bring
Yes.
in new pieces. And I guess there's a
Yes.
science to placement of these of furniture.
Do you know, Bob, just like this house, and again, beautiful pieces, beautiful furniture, and you can see the living room now, Bob. That's their furniture, but it needed a wow factor. And I'll tell you, this is the first room you see as you come through the front doors. And you can see I put a very tall palm tree there. The method to my madness about that was because of the height of the ceilings and the crown molding. Look at the denture molding.
Yeah,
I
stunning.
wanted those potential buyers to see that. And this is throughout all the home.
Well, we're inspired for our next home and our current homes, and you've got more great advice online, and we'll hook up CHCH Morning Live viewers to your website. Good to have you back here and back up and running. Interior designer Colleen O'Hara.
Thank you, Bob, and thank you for having us, and very nice to see you. Grimsby, on the lake.